Hello Internet, my name is Michael Trant, and this is my channel, The Natural One. Today we're doing another Lost Tome. This one is Legacy of the Dragons. Let's talk about that. Legacy of the Dragons was made by Paizo, a little independent company that was working with Pathfinder to produce add-on content. For about 5-7 years ago, they started producing these little leaflet handbooks. New races, abilities, new spells, new cultures, new stories. It's pretty small. They're jam-packed full of things. They're usually around 30 pages to sometimes even 40, 50 pages long. This one, though, I found quite interesting at my local game store and just bought it up. It cost me around $6. So, yeah. I thought I might as well take it in, and I did a review, and oh my lord, it is jam-packed full of content. To start with, on just the opening page, you get to find out about all these interesting little things that you can add onto your game. New things to add to your players who may or may not have a draconic bloodline running through their veins. I just think it's so much more interesting. I mean, you can get your characters with interesting little physical traits that might not only have game-altering properties, but also might change how NPCs react to them. If a character has spikes coming out of their shoulders and whatnot, people might think they're a demon, for example. And actually, something interesting is that with these spikes and whatnot coming out of them, they can't wear armor that isn't tailored directly for them. Fangs or poison glands in their mouth. It's really, really cool, all these little additional things, all with their own little rules. It just gets more and more jam-packed. And it goes on to even show entire lists of different ways you can have a draconic bloodline. Draconic druids, draconic shaman, draconic chemist, scions, darksider, warden, messiah, scale fist, champion, blade, singer, wyrim, witch, everything for every class. All these different archetypes. So you can play literally any of the classes in Pathfinder, and still this will find a way to get you to have a draconic bloodline. I love these sort of things. It goes on to add additional bonuses, new feats, you can get new traits, and other rules and options that you can add into the game. Example here, this just goes over the different types of dracons or dragons that your character can have as their ancestor alone, and just goes over each and every one. After going over what type of dragons you can have, what is the legend of the dragons that you can have. Moving on, what is the dragon meaning towards faith? What is the legacy of the blood of the dragon? What are the racial traits it adds on? For draconic magic, RP, and it goes over all the different effects on dwarf, elf, gnome, halfling, half elf, half orc. Oh my lord, I'm sorry, I'm just overwhelmed right now. I just got this, so please forgive me, I'm a little bit giddy. They literally went over everything. This wasn't some little thing somebody made on Tumblr to go, oh, I want this special snowflake character. No, 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 they said, fuck that. We're doing it for every class, every race, and oh my lord, it fits so well. And it adds on new traits to each and every one. It's mind-boggling, really. But moving on, it just goes on and on and on. As I kept reading through it, I kept thinking this is awesome, this is cool. As it goes on and on, you can get alternate race abilities. But as I kept reading through it, it got me a bit worried, because this is when I reached something interesting. The Drake Companion. And I've been reading through the stats, and they're quite powerful. It actually gets to the point where the Drake easily could be the party, which would be great for a one-on-one session, I thought. But if you have a party, it kind of makes the rest of them obsolete. Additionally, the dragon magics are extremely powerful, making it almost feel like, why would I ever take normal spells? So, here are my final thoughts on it. Legacy of the Dragons is a great book to get some ideas flowing, especially about what you can do if your character has draconic ancestry of any kind, whether that be in 5th edition, Pathfinder, or whatnot. What I do not recommend about it, though, is that it tends to lead to things being a bit overpowered, and, well, it might not be fun for everybody. So just make that very clear to everybody, so either all or nothing. And DM, beware, there will be some very powerful abilities your players can bring into this, as this is a player's companion after all. So, as usual, my name's Michael, this is The Natural One, keep on gaming, and I will be seeing you next time.